What's going on, ASUN fans? Jordan Griffith here with the ASUN Conference. As the outdoor season begins, that means it's time to recap the final results of the indoor season for track and field. Here's what happened. This season, there were 7 teams from the ASUN to compete on the men's side and 9 teams on the women's. It was a jam-packed season with the ASUN teams garnering 46 top 100 NCAA results between the men's and the women's. It's time to find out how the conference shook out. Our first stop will be with the Bellarmine Knights. Like all of its sports, the Knights are in their second year at the Division I level and have begun to display some young talent with 2 new freshman program records set this year. At the Grand Valley State meet, DK Schneiders set the freshman program record for 5,000 meters, and freshman Owen Bates set the school record for his class in high jump at 1.97 meters, taking 6th at the conference meet. Although Bellarmine didn't win the gold in the conference, Katrina Kamarute won gold medals at the Tiger Paw Invitational in the 200 and 400 meter runs. The Knights also had success in the Bellarmine Open, 3rd place finish from Chloe Freilinger in the 400 meters. Certainly a season of progress for the Knights. Now on to Lipscomb. They say good things come in threes. Well, they took that saying and did it one better. At the conference championship, Jonathan Schwinn broke his own ASUN championship record in the 800 meters with a time of 1:49.42. Not only to take the event, but to become the conference's first 4-time champion in the 800 meters. But that wasn't the only 4-time champ they had. Jonathan Imes became the league's first 4-time champion event winner in the 400 meters after crossing the finish line with a time of 46.97 to place first. For the second consecutive season, Lipscomb claimed the most outstanding freshman honor as Bella Jackson won for her high jump performance, finishing with a 1.72 meter mark at the ASUN Championship, becoming the first Bison student athlete to ever win gold in the high jump. A strong season from the Bisons moves us into North Florida. The Ospreys took home one of the top tier awards with Nathan Jubron named the most valuable track performer for the 2022 season after winning both the 3,000 meter and the 5,000 meter at the conference championship. Jubron not only performed on the track but also in the classroom, winning the ASUN Scholar Athlete of the Year honor, becoming just the 3rd student athlete in UNF program history to claim that award. For the women's side, it was a successful year for Kaylee Petrosky in the high jump. She posted a 1.61 at the ASUN Championship, good for 6th, but did even better earlier in the year at the Darius Dixon Memorial Invitational with a 1.64 record, putting up a top 10 finish. Moving along to Central Arkansas. It was a season of firsts for the Bears as it marked their first indoor track and field season in the ASUN. The Bears will leave the first year with some gold as Jordan Adkins won the 60-meter hurdle and Timon Dresselhoff in the heptathlon with the school's first ever ASUN gold medals. Adding on to the mountains of firsts, UCA won their first ever weekly ASUN award with Jaden Valentine, Malik Beasley, and Maximilian Lahr. Along with those, there were some top 10 finishes worth noting. Central Arkansas finished 6th as a team in the conference championship, where Tyler Rose took home a silver medal in the 400 meter with her time of 54.84. Taylor Coleman finished this season ranked 4th in the ASUN in the long jump with a mark of 5.93 meters, while her triple jump distance of 12.32 meters sat 3rd. That brings us to Eastern Kentucky. The Colonels were in the same boat as Central Arkansas as both teams finished their first ASUN indoor season. They also collected the prize gold, this time in the 200 meters thanks to Quintasia Perry, and in the 3,000 meters on the legs of Jonay Zabaleta Loranga. Perry recorded 2 of the fastest league's times with a 7.48 60 meter and a 23.78 200 meter. For the men's side, Ahmed Jaziri finished the season ranked in the top 100 in the country in 2 separate events. The 3,000 meter he finished 23rd, and in the mile he finished 85th, running just shy under 4 minutes. Now for the 2 teams who competed with just a women's squad, Jacksonville and Jacksonville State. Starting with the Dolphins, they scored 3rd at the ASUN Championship after collecting 3 medals in the 4x400 meters and the distance medley relay. It was mostly a team effort for JU at the meet, but Aja Shakur was the lone Dolphin to win an individual event, marking a 13.13 meter in the triple jump. For the other Jacksonville State, the team was led by Ashton Coates, who placed 5th in the 60-meter hurdles with a time of 8.81. Bethany Davis finished right behind her in 6th in the league in the pole vault with a 3.47 mark. For the Gamecocks, in the 4x 4x400 meter relay and the DMR squads, they saved their best for last, recording season best times at the ASUN Championship. Now on to the top 2 finishers in the ASUN, starting with Kennesaw State. The Owls finished second in both the men's and women's at the conference championships, but they left quite the impression. It was a season of top-notch performances from Sarah Hendrick as she finished as a first-team All-American in the 80 meter, placing 8th in the national championship. Hendrick became the first 2-time All-American in ASUN history in the 800 meter. While at the ASUN championship, she won the most outstanding track performer along with other accolades. But Hendrick wasn't the only one to walk away with victories this season for the Owls. Olivia Brown became just the second 3-time winner in ASUN championship history. For the men, they walked away with 2 event W's in the conference championships, thanks to Tyler Blaylock's shot put and AJ Johnson's pole vault. Blaylock, along with Courtney Lewis and Caleb Hartley, all finished the season ranked in the nation's top 50. We looked at the runner-up in both categories, but now it's time to talk about the champs, the Liberty Flames. And these aren't just any champs. The Flames reigned in their 4th consecutive men's conference championship. The conference championship could also be dubbed as the Quentin Clay Show. Clay not only won the most outstanding field performer, but also the most valuable performer for the 2nd straight season. Clay won these awards following 2 impressive wins in the long and triple jump, ranking 35th in the nation. Kenny Souter also jumped his way into 3rd in the nation in the high jump. But the MVPs didn't stop there for the Flames. Meredith Engel also won her own MVP, along with winning the most outstanding field performer. For the women's side, the Flames captured their 3rd ASUN title with record-setting performances. Naomi Mahika set a new ASUN championship record with a 15.97 meter shot put. The Flames team nabbed 4 gold medals in the meet, leading to the ASUN title. And that was your wrap-up of the 2022 indoor track and field season. Now we turn our attention to the outdoor season, where new records will be set and that coveted ASUN crown will be battled for. But until then, enjoy the weather, ASUN fans.